Let's get the stream ski going. This needs to be over here. Alrighty, let's get this stream going. Yesterday, we left off with getting the errors back into Codex and, well, basically getting the errors back from GitHub, sending them back to the LLM, and then fixing it based on that. So today we're going to try and get errors from Railway, I think. And then yeah, so I think the first step in getting the errors from Railway is making sure the deployments making sure the deployments show up as a CI instance in GitHub. So we're going to start there. We're going to go launch Soku, pull requests. I think just that for now. All right, so let's get going. We're gonna minimize these skills. I do need this feature skill. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, paste it in here, rename. Oh wait, what? It's already in there? Delete. Oh, the skill was gone. That's why. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in production. Hopefully I can do this without it blocking me, but if not, I think we can add a feature flag or a flag that kind of allows us to do that. Because right now I have it blocked if I don't have a spec. Oh, right here. No spec needed, typo, copy, fixes, dependency bumps, infra. Anything non-feature PR can also carry a no spec label to bypass. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to give it a flag first though. Let's go back in here. It won't be a pull request because I just merged it straight into main. So it might not give us an issue. I think CI will fail though. Yeah, I think this is gonna fail. But we'll see. But for now, we're gonna change branches. Git checkout feature. Railway CI. And let's use Codex for this. Actually, yeah, let's use Codex for this one for a second. Can we use Codex or Claude still? Let's use Codex for now. Analyze the feature where we have our agentic feedback loop for PRs, to where it, fails and retries if it catches any bugs in CI. Because the next step in this, I want to add Railway deployments into the GitHub CI, so that we can have deployment intelligence on those as well. And if there are failures, it obviously blocks the merge. And if there are failures, I want to be able to grab the error logs from those deployment failures and feed them back into the coding agent that will then loop over and try and fix its own bugs up to 3 times, as we have in there right now, as you'll see. Sweet. Let's see what it does. Not bad. What did it say? Only runs in the same repo PR branch and depends on pushing a fix auto commit. Yeah, it's how we want it. As plain text with the surrounding decision model still calls them test failures. I'm checking Railway config and env tooling to see what deployment metadata is already encoded locally. Okay. Streams the build logs only while Railway logs latest build deployment aligns N is supported for path post failure log capture. I trace the loop, no code changes made, perfect. Current loop A. The active transport is GitHub Workflows agent fix. It listens only to completed CI and E2E workflow runs, then gates them on failed workflow conclusion, same repo branch. Branch starts with feature, open PR exists for that branch. The retry cap is in scripts agent fix decide max attempts 3. It counts prior autofix commits on the branch, and the workflow stops. Commit hands off once the cap is hit. Yeah, this is everything we wrote yesterday. Failure context is assembled. It captures failed GitHub action logs with GitHub run view. Okay. The agent edits only. The workflow guard commits and pushes fix where Railway does not fit yet. The existing Railway deploys are post-merge push workflows. Oh, that's true. Staging on stage, production on main. The current agent loop will ignore those because it only accepts feature branches. So if the goal is deployment failures, block merge, and the next feature should not attach to only stage and prod. It needs a PR scoped Railway deployment workflow, likely something like deploy preview, triggered by pull requests. Okay, it lost me there a second. It lost me there for a second. Needs a PR scoped Railway deployment workflow. Right. Recommended shape. Add a new PR workflow, not modify post-merge deploy first. Railway preview YAML runs on pull request for same repo feature. Deploys Railway services for preview at least API first. Captures Railway output plus Railway logs latest. So what do I have? In Railway right now I have 3. So I could potentially add a third, which is standard developer environment to have 3 environments, stage, production, and development, or preview. So I don't particularly want to add another one because that means we have to add a third of everything. A development front end, a development back end, and a development database. But we could just use this. We could just use this for Chris. Oh my God! Thank you for the heart, me, dude. There was this live I was on the other day. I was just like doom scrolling TikTok. I don't want to talk about it actually. Anyways. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Captures Railway up, names a workflow something included in agent fix triggers, for example, Railway preview. The biggest design decision is whether Railway preview deployments create real per PR Railway environment or reuse shared staging like preview targets. Per PR is cleaner for merge blocking and log attribution. Shared preview is simpler but creates concurrency and branch contamination risks. Yeah, let's run with per PR. And we can do a new Railway deployment target called preview. Preview, duplicate environment of stage, which is fine. Create environment. I don't think I'll need to do a custom domain on this one since it will never be used. So we're chilling there. Methinks this should just automatically succeed though, because it's a duplicate of stage. I'm actually super stoked about this integration because like this is one step closer to fully autonomous agentic coding in as close to production as possible, right? Which is what everyone says you can't do, but we're about to prove them wrong. In theory, it already worked yesterday because we fixed a bug autonomously. Like it was obviously a very easy bug, but in theory we had it working yesterday because we intentionally deployed a bug to the front end, and then it fed that back through CI. It fed that back through CI to the LLM, which in both cases was Claude and Codex, respectively per bug. And then it came in and fixed it automatically, which is dope. So this is important for the API side of things, right? Because like you have to, if you're gonna vibe code in production, you have to do every environment, right? Front end, back end, database, migrations, like all that stuff. Got to make sure nothing breaks in any of it. Otherwise, if one piece breaks, it kind of defeats the purpose. I meant lowercase preview though. Hopefully it doesn't do uppercase preview. Let's see. Let's see what it does. With the workflow in place, I'm updating the runbook docs. Whoa. So the required secrets in Railway preview base environment. Let's see. Railway preview. What else did it change? Is that it? Yeah, railway preview. Can we lowercase preview? Why is it capital? Let's let it do its thing for a minute. This is some retro ass music, dude. Dang. Where'd this come from? A little synth action. I don't hate the synth, dude. Shit gets me going. Type check is green. I'm doing a final diff status pass to make sure the changes are scoped and there aren't any unrelated edits. Don't you need... Dude, if that would have just shown all my variables, I'd have been so pissed, because for whatever reason... One more cleanup, the decision reason. For whatever reason, anytime I click like a variables tab or whatever, shouldn't I change this to something else? Shouldn't I change it to like... I actually gotta ask that. I think this needs to change to like feature / all. I think it needs to do that. Can I do that? Can I save that? No, I can't. So I can't do the all flag. I think I need to disconnect this. Connect the environment branch. Disconnect. In the Railway UI, under settings, under the preview deployment, do I need to connect an environment to a branch, such as feature / asterisk for catching all the feature PRs, or is that handled automatically in our railway preview.yaml file? Also, in Railway, I named it preview with a lowercase p. Does that matter according to all the code that was just written, or do we need to do a capital P? Yeah, I thought I was going to need to do a lowercase p. Okay, yes, it matters as written. Yeah. So I should be able to get status over here, get add, get commit, railway in CI, get push. Sweet. Let's go into GitHub, pull requests. Actually, I want to go back to this. 6 out of 7. It better not be the front end again. Oh, okay, it's fine. Pull requests. Push this into stage, I guess. Methinks. In theory, these should all just be going straight into production, into production. But I guess since we're doing this, to keep it all current, I actually do think we need to go main, and we can just rebase stage later. Yeah, I think we do need to go main, because if we pushed railway into stage, like just a minute ago, it already has these commits in here with fix. It would actually probably work, but we're gonna go into main. So let's see. You're crazy. Why is that even an option? That's nuts. All right. So yeah, railway preview deploy API to railway. So this should be showing up in here right now. I gotta refresh this. It should show up in here momentarily. Okay, well this failed, so just kidding. Okay. See, this is one of those things where when this is done, it should be able to pass this message straight back in automatically, and then it self-heal, it self-fixes. So there's no more copy pasting. Like for people who don't know what they're doing, there's no more copy pasting this back into the terminal. I actually don't like what it's doing right here. The validator requires a spec to be approved. Oh, so it's added, okay. So it failed, which is a good thing, because it had to validate the feature doc and make sure that we approved it, which I like, actually, because that was the whole point. The whole point, yeah, the whole point was for the system to work from the rip. It can't ever write a feature. It can't ever write a feature unless it has a full spec doc. Git add, git commit, git push. So now, when this all runs again, so both of those failed, I think. Let me see. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Technically, all of these should be required, but dang, again? Oh, Railway API token. I guess I would need that. I guess that would be a helpful thing to have. I'm gonna do this off screen real quick for obvious reasons. We're gonna go settings. Environments. Tokens. Environment. Why? Where is that? Where is this little cutie? Secrets.railway API token. So this should be in Railway project ID. Project ID. In Railway, under the project settings and tokens page, it looks like I have to pick an environment for the token creation. So whether it's preview, stage, or prod. Did we take into account in our YAML files that the environment could change? And where do I put these environment variables? Is it in GitHub? Or guess it would be in GitHub. It's a slow stream today, boys. Yes, that environment picker means you're creating a railway project token. That's not the token our per PR workflow needs. For our YAML, it uses, God, this thing is massive. Wait. GitHub secrets. Wait. Do not use the railway project token from project settings tokens for this PR flow. Railway project tokens are scoped to one environment, so a token tied to the preview. Okay. So where do I get railway CLI tokens? Okay. This blackberry Dr. Pepper is actually not great. I don't like it. Open. Account tokens and workspace tokens. The token page in your account settings. Okay. I already got one. We'll go this guy. Chase Garcia's projects. I don't know if I want it to be this. I'm gonna do this off screen. We're gonna name it GitHub. And I think that's it. No. Every time, dude. Okay. And then I need Railway Project ID. God dang it. Account. We're going to go projects, settings, members. Oh, project ID is this. Okay. So create an account workspace token, put it in GitHub as generate the two GitHub CLI commands that I will need to add these tokens. Alright. So I need to come here. Well, it's just this. Okay. And then this guy. Sweet. I should just be able to go back in GitHub. Let's do this again. I don't like that it did that. Let's go try and rerun this. And see what happens. Okay, let's skip that. Oh wait, no, it failed again. I checked the PR, failure is passing now, but deploy API railway unauthorized preach is valid and has access. This means that secret exists in GitHub, but the value is wrong for this workflow. Most likely you added the project environment token from railway project settings. Our workflow needs an account or workspace token because it creates links. No, dude, I added... No, please don't. I added... Guess we'll try it again. Oh, what do I need to add? Do I need to add? I don't think so. Okay. I do this off screen. Apps, API. I mean, create that file for me. I really just wanted to use the same env variables as the staging environment because I'm not creating a whole preview environment for the API. I just want it to mirror stage. Yo, what up, Passion? I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, everyone is building, dog. I think we're building anyways, so why not have some fun along the way, right? What are you building, dog? I'm sure you're building something. Looks like I need to go in daylight. Yeah, this light isn't the greatest, to be honest. I'm in my office right now, but I'm in the States, so it's nighttime right now, anyways. It's funny you say that because like I was feeling like the same thing. Yesterday. It was yesterday was Sunday, right? Yeah. I felt like, well, on Saturday I felt like I needed to like touch grass or whatever. And so I took my dirt bike out for the first time in probably 6 months, 8 months. And it felt so good to be outside on that thing, dude. I'm also heavy building SaaS with Next.js. Sick, dude. Next is the front-end framework of choice for sure. You know, some people like Vue, you know, React, Vue's like the React, whatever. Okay. Got it. I updated preview so that mirrors staging. Validated with to push staging shape vars into row as preview based environment. Yeah, just do this. Exactly. Do you stream as well, dog? Let's see if that works. No, of course you didn't. Clear. Oh, it's because it's malformed, as it were. So let's go into here. Convex reactive database. I feel like I've heard of Convex before. I hate when it copies stuff like this, dude. Because I can't see. None. Black. Okay. Preview. I think that'll work. Let me see. You said convex. Oh yeah, I've clicked on this before. Cool, dude. Yeah, I want to say I thought about building what I'm building right now in Convex because of this line right here, but I didn't look too much into it. I'm using Neon Postgres. If knowing Supabase is a 5 out of 5, Convex is reactive, 10 out of 10 reactive instant database. That's sick, dude. So it's like a real-time database, kind of like Firebase probably. Is it based on like an SQL database, or is it no SQL? I mean, this looks like SQL to me, but everything. Yeah. It reminds me of. This reminds me a lot of like Firebase, to be honest. A lot of the services, and I love Firebase. I actually built V1 of what I'm building right now in Firebase. Or V0 rather, because I'm not releasing it to public. So, all right, let's go back into Railway. Yes, dude. Back into no, it's building like another structure, not like Firebase. Yeah, because Firebase is document based, so it's like basically just a massive JSON object with like, why would you do this? Let me see if they're actually in there. Happy NV stage. Okay, yeah, they are. So I can actually go in and delete this. I don't know why you're here. Let's go in here, delete you. /API, delete, deploy. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, for the luck. Everyone's gonna need it, right? At mysoku/API. Convex allows for massive, fast embedding search building, aka vector search. Okay. Sick. I guess that'd be helpful for large amounts of data for, I mean, like a number of services, but clear. Let's see what this is doing now. I should be able to rerun this deployment. Maybe. Let's see what it says now. See what it does. What does your app do, big dog? What's like your number one feature, I guess, of what your app does, or what it's gonna do? Who's your like ICP? What does it do? Who does it help? It, I want to say it failed at that one. Dude, it is valid, I promise. I just created it. Why is it saying preview base ID? Oh, environment. PRENV. Row API token. I'm still getting an error in the railway deployment job in GitHub. But he's got a flair for the theatrical, dude. The funny thing is I in my head I read it exactly how you wrote it. One sec. Let me go in here, account settings, wait, what? Do this off screen real quick. Account settings, tokens. See from my screenshot that I created the token in the correct area of the app. Oh, bummer. I am building, Passion, I'm building two things. The first thing is basically a boilerplate application for anyone as a starter to have production ready app, like full mono repo, so that we can build features in that infrastructure, so that you can handle up to 50,000 daily active users, no problem. And then on top of that, I'm building V1 of this app. It's basically you post to one application, like one social media application, and then it reposts all of those. But then it will also create templates. You can create templates. I don't know why the templates aren't showing right now, but you can create templates that look like different things and then create automations based off those. So you'll post to, say, TikTok first. AI behind the scenes will grab the transcript, analyze the video frame by frame, repost those to whatever targets you want, and then create templates based off of those. So it'll create like carousels or text-based or single image, or convert it to a story, and then post to all the different platforms from there. And there's lots of other features too, but those are the two core features. Obviously, dashboard reporting to so you can see your growth over time. What else do I have? Admin toggles. AI content generation, obviously API access, MCP, CLI, all that stuff. So you can control it from Claude or Codex or whatever. Competitor analysis tool, comment analysis, so that like when you get videos and a bunch of comments come in, AI will analyze which ones are like good questions or hateful questions that you can then clap back on, so that you have more content to post about, basically. Yeah. I also have a milestones feature in there that I'll use for like marketing purposes, to be like, I actually don't remember what it looks like, because I've had it disabled for a while. Yeah, so like goals, view goals, etc., etc. Look at achievements, 100K club, and we'll add like million club too. And I want to do it kind of like YouTube, where, if you get to, let's say, 100 million views across all your platforms, then we'll like send them a plaque or something. Maybe even 1 billion views, probably, because some of these creators absolutely crank. If you get like 1 billion views in 1 month, you get the 1 billion plaque, and I'll send it to you or whatever. That'd be kind of sick. This is a feature in progress, though. So let's turn that back off. Yeah, that's what I'm building. Let's rerun this. Oh, wait. Yes, sir. Thanks for asking, dude. I appreciate the interest. Your app env vars go into Railway Preview. The GitHub secrets are only for the workflows. I know. For workspace, I did that. Save it as a GitHub repo secret. Confirm Railway project ID is the project ID, not the service ID, environment ID, or project name. I did that. So right now I'm trying to connect the Railway API to GitHub so that I get CI pipeline for preview deployments in GitHub so that we get the errors that whatever surfaces from there, and it pushes it back to our AI agent, our like bug fixing agent that'll loop through and try and self-heal our PR up to three loops. Because we don't want it to be a infinite loop. Yes. Yeah, this is hosted on Vercel. I do my front end apps are always Next.js and Vercel. It's just goated. It's the best in my opinion. It's cheap. You know, you don't even have to pay for most of it if you don't want to. Okay, the token must have access to the same workspace project as party. So if they count. Oh, so should it be no workspace? Let's try that. I don't think that's right, but I don't think that's right, but we'll try it. Try it again. Yeah, Vercel is goated, dude. There's no reason why you shouldn't, in my humble opinion, there's no reason why anyone shouldn't host their front end on Vercel. But someone brought up something that I know nothing about the other day, which is VPS. And he was like, oh yeah, VPS can mitigate all the stuff that you're using right now, which doesn't make sense. I mean, I just don't know. I've never used that VPS. So I want to look into it. I want to dude, are you literally serious right now? Did it fail already? Dude. So project info is project ID, or maybe should I be using this project ID? Do you have a landing page for your app, dude? I'll go check it out. I did that already. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, Passion, are you do you have a landing page for your app that you're building? Is this what I need for the GitHub or for the API token from Railway to GitHub? Or is it a secret? It's probably a secret. A lot of people want to do that. A lot of people want to keep their yes, that's the right token screen. The right workspace selection. I just don't know if pre-public, pre-beta, so it's not in functional, but clerk auth onboarding and entering the dashboard. Nice, dude. I started using clerk. But for what I'm building, it was too. There was too many steps for the boilerplate. So someone else who doesn't know how to code or doesn't really know how stuff works and just wants to code features, it was too much setup, you know, with doing the domain and the DNS stuff. So yeah, but yeah, send it, dude. I'll check it out. Once I get this working, once I get these tokens working, it's just so silly that it's not working yet, but Clerk allows 25,000 monthly active users for free. That's sick, yeah. Now it's a one-click setup. Yeah, I'm using BetterAuth, which is similar, and it's open source. Clerk is dope. I liked how Clerk worked and looked, but I needed it to be more simple for users that I'll give this boilerplate to. Okay. Tokens. I need to see. Which workspace? How do I know which workspace I'm in? Workspace. Workspace settings. Okay, I mean, it's the right one, so. Account settings, tokens. Yeah, send me the the information, dude. I'll check it out on stream. I'm curious, dude. My interest is piqued. One, interested clerk login work. Two, can onboard B2B or B2C card working and push to Dash. Like, you want me to check it out? You want me to test and see if it works? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, dude. I'll check it out. Send it. You may have already sent the link, but it didn't show up in mine. Sometimes you have to send it like your custom domain.com. Kind of like that. Because sometimes it doesn't show up. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh wait, yeah. So yeah, so you have to do it like whatever your domain is, dot whatever, you know, the extension is. I did that already though. I'll try it again, I don't care. Did no. It's the same error, dude. I don't understand. Getting this error in the railway deploy API to railway preview. I have tried the workspace API token and no workspace API token, but I'm still getting this error regardless. I am a solo builder on this project. Solo builder, solo founder. Nice, dude. Nice, bro. How long you been developing for? How long you been coding for? Probably pre-AI, to be honest. Yes, background with WordPress, hosting service with cPanel. Oh, dude, cPanel is so old. That's crazy. Now AI and Next.js React, Prismic CMS, and Vercel for custom webs. Nice, dude. That's so sick. It's a good stack. It's a good stack. Auth Clerk, Payment Stripe, Database Convex. Yeah, Stripe is the fan favorite for, I mean, you know, payment collection, especially for SaaS applications. They just make it so easy. Good developer experience, good user experience, easy to set up. Claude knows, the LLMs know how to help you set it up. So if you know what you're doing, it takes, 2 hours probably to set up the auth with webhooks and stuff like that. As long as you know how your database models need to be updated. Stripe makes it super easy. Okay, so I think this just pushed it. It's probably going to fail again, but we shall see. Where are you, this guy? Dude, it just printed. God, why does it do that? Wait, what? I just don't think this is gonna work. I am using skillmd files. Yeah, I'm using any ones that are relevant to this project. So any of the technologies that I'm using, I won't use any that are like willy-nilly. Do not use. I'm a little warm in this sweatshirt. My house is it's kind of cold. It's a little chilly in the house right now. I actually have a blanket too, like down here. All right, create the right token at make an account token or workspace token. Do not use the project settings token. Verify it works in your terminal. Must print your account. Okay, I think I tried that. I'll try this. Try this one first. I'm gonna do it in my terminal though. How you doing, Kenny? Did you drive the truck today? Where am I at in the US? I'm down in Texas, dog. I'm down in Texas having a good old time. I'm gonna do this off screen. Tired, not today. Do you choose when to drive, or do they kind of like tell you? I don't know how the truck, like the transport industry works. Oh, you're just 9,000 kilometers away? That's nuts, dude. Where are you located? I've made so many deliveries, pickups from Texas. Kenny, remind me where you're at. I want to say you told me. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Thanks for coming to hang out. I always appreciate anyone who comes in here and chats it up with me. It's a good time. Okay. It must print your account. If it errors, the token is bad. Make a new one. Store it cleanly. No trailing. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll try this. I'll try this right here. Dude. Oh shoot. cd ls. Okay, I'll try and run this again, I guess. Rerun. Verify step should now show bytes equals 36, and who I am should pass. Okay, I'll try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but GitHub. Is that cursor you're using to vibe code? I just use VS Code, Kenny. Yeah, I just use VS Code. I used cursor for like 2 months, but I've been using VS Code for years, and I just don't think cursor is necessary, to be honest. Personal opinion, though. Excuse me. That's actually really funny. The word river freaks you out. Yeah, trucks are not supposed to go anywhere near rivers. That's hilarious. Rerun jobs. Rerun all jobs. There we go. I would love it if this passed. Do I think it's going to? No. Oh wait, it did do it this time. I think. I'm using it too. What did you say? I'm using VS Code as well with anti-gravity with Gemini 3.5 Flash. So you use a different CLI for, or sorry, you use a different IDE for different AI models? That's interesting. Why don't you just use anti-gravity, or sorry, why don't you use Gemini 3.5 in VS Code? Like, what's the difference? Why use it in anti-gravity only? It doesn't need to create it. Pricing for small tasks use VS Code that fetch DeepSeek V4 and heavy task Google Gemini. Okay. Do you use Gemini for like UI styling and stuff? I heard that Gemini. Yeah, I got you. I heard that Gemini is better at like app styles versus any of the other ones. I haven't used Gemini basically at all. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Kenny. Oh, maybe that's why. There's no idempotency. There's no idempotency in rerunning jobs, I guess. It doesn't do a new job ID, so it's trying to create a new railway environment with an old one that it already tried to create. For styling, Google Stitch plus direct export to anti-gravity designs work farther. Nice. If there's anything I'm not particularly good at, it's web design. Like I'm not a good designer. Like I have to have a reference photo for anything. Like give me design docs and whatever, and like I can make it look like that, but to come up with the design myself, no. Can't do that. Just now? Yeah. All right, fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed, boys. Nice. Okay. Well, we got a little bit further this time. Fail runway deployment context. Did we fail it on purpose? No, we did not. I don't think. Fail with railway deployment context. Okay, I think we did fail it on purpose. Because this should, in theory, go back in and self-heal. That's what we're trying to get to, is a failure deployment. I don't think it's going to do it on this one, though. I don't think it's going to do it in this one, though, because it's not like merged code yet. But the goal is to, after this, we want to test an intentional failure in the railway deployment, and when it fails, it should pass that context back in to the LLM, and then it should fix it, create a new PR, and then self-heal it. And when it merges, yeah. Yo, what up, Tolly? What's good, big dog? Bro, I forgot to show you, Tolly. I gotta pull up the OG photos, dude. Let's see if I have them in here. This was let's see. Oh, that's the only ones I have. This is many moons ago. Oh man. December 19th. Let's see. This was me and my big bro in Israel somewhere. I don't really remember where this was. Yeah, I can't really remember where all these were. I think this is where they say Armageddon is supposed to happen. Valley of Armageddon or something like that. You might know. This is 2009, dude. This was I think somewhere. Where was this? Where did they say that Jesus walked on water or whatever? Wherever that was, that's where this was. I need to go back. Okay, let's go back in here. I think this failed yet again. Maybe. Oh, this is still working. But yeah, Tali, that was Israel somewhere. 2009, dude. That's insane that was 17 years ago. Wow. Such a cool experience. Tiberius Sea or whatever. Yeah, seriously, dude. Nothing like going back and finding old photos. Those are really good memories though, dude. Really, really good memories. To see Claude Code token context size grow over 4 million compared to the 1 million context limit and see 0 drop in development performance is an actual dev's wet dream come true. Yeah, is that what, did they release some news about that? $4 million token context is crazy. Unless you're saying like that's what we're gonna get to, because right now we're at 1 mil. Methinks. Did this fail again, or are we tripping right now? Yeah, I didn't hear about it either. Yeah, dude, I'll definitely go again. Just finding time and stuff. Yeah, I saw that today too. They filed the initial S2 or whatever. I think it's S2. S2. Yeah, someone said that they were going to buy a ton of it. It's so risky buying an already hyped up thing and then buying it when it's not profitable. Just seems a little counterintuitive to me, but maybe that's the play. I don't know. I mean, I surpassed the normal contact levels with tricks. Oh, I got you. What kind of tricks you talking about? The only like token reduction thing that I've really heard about is the caveman skill. I feel like the / compact works well, but not overloading context usually is fine. I try to reach the maximum if I can. So I think this is gonna rerun it. Should be running it now. This little cutie. I tend to err on the same thing that you do, Tolly, is just use one terminal and like max it out. I just don't see much degradation as time goes on. Each on a work tree. So now it should be deploying to rail, like actually Railway. So if we go in here really quick, go into dashboard, launch Soku, go into preview, API, deployments. No. One big creator stumbled upon my landing page and crushed my website while I was sleeping. Bunch of traffic, but good thing I fixed a bunch of caching issues, and I had set better limits and alerts. Also contacted him. Maybe I can sell him something. Wait, do I know what your landing page is? I feel like I've asked you this, but maybe I didn't. I usually ask everyone what their landing page is. It's probably deploying to stage. Oh no, it's deploying to... Oh, interesting. So it's deploying to its own... Did I tell it to do that? I guess I did. Yeah, what's your website, dude? I don't think you told me. Or maybe it was a consulting one? I don't know. Which creator was it as well? Would I know them? What's going on here? Okay, cool. It's one from here, not sure you would. Oh, okay. Probably not. Especially if... Oh, nice, dude. That's cool. Yeah, especially if he has like Hebrew content. I wouldn't obviously ever see it, I don't think. I feel like this is gonna mess up. So do you speak Hebrew? I mean, I guess you would. I feel like you said you speak Hebrew and Russian. Which is super dope. Oh, that's cool. That's so pretty, dude. That's insane. Does it still look like that? That's so crazy. It's so pretty, dude. It's insane. It looks like Disney, but it's real life. So sick. Yeah. It's like the New York, but without the piss smells and other things. Cool city to live there for a year. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to live there for a year. I've always wanted to like do that. Like live in a really cool big city for like a year at a time. Like do Tokyo, do Moscow, do like Tel Aviv might be cool. Somewhere in Germany, somewhere in Switzerland. I lived in Italy for like 3 months, and that was really cool, but we bounced around a lot. It wasn't like one city. Live in Bangkok for a year or something like that. I don't know. Take like 10 years and just live in a new country every year. That'd be so sick. Really? It is expensive? I know nothing like really about it. I visited there once, like back during those photos I showed you. Like that is so pretty to me. Crazy. Oh, no way. Tel Aviv was the #1 most expensive place to live a couple of years ago? Not too bad. Oh, studio apartment. 1-bedroom apartment. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see how that could get expensive. Okay. It's kind of like LA, San Francisco, or New York. Wow. That's cool, though. All right, I think we're getting close because this one actually deployed a minute ago, and I didn't do this. But it didn't clean it up. It didn't delete this. So it failed before it could delete it. Yeah, I went to Tokyo once. Wasn't for very long though. It was only like a long layover. It was like 13 hours, 14 hours. But I got out, I went downtown, I went to this place called Daikoku. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but Daikoku parking lot, which is, there's a car show there every day. Depending on the day, or depending on the day, it's either at daytime or nighttime. But you'll have like all your classic cars, and so it's in the middle of this big intersection, interchange, like right here. It's like in a circle, right? So it's the car show is in the middle of this, and the only way to get in is through one of these. Like this is the in or something, and the out goes this way. Me, being an idiot American, did not know that. And so I walked from the train, which was like maps. Yeah, so this is the parking lot, right? I walked from over here. So the train dropped me off like right here, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just walk. And so there's the bridge, but then you can go like a sidewalk over the bridge. So I walked all the way over here, only to find out the only way to get in was through one of these things, right? In a car, which I did not have, and there was no buses that went in there. And so I actually, I walked around the whole thing. It's actually just right here. I walked around this whole thing trying to find somewhere to get into. The gate was literally like 12 feet tall. Let me see if I can go zoom in on this. Can I do street view? Yeah, the gate is like 12 feet tall. It's crazy, right? And there's nowhere to walk in. And so I walked in from this way. Oh, you can't scroll or whatever. So I found an area way back here. This is like some sort of Nissan. Oh, it's back here. Some sort of Nissan thing where there's like a bunch of cars and shit. And so I crawled under. I wish you could see it, dude. That'd be cool if I could see it. Oh, actually, it might be somewhere right here. No, this is up top. So it's down below. I don't know how to get down there. Let's go over here. Yeah, but I walked through all of this stuff right here. If I could get down below. Literally, I came in like right here. How do I go over there? Dang it. Exit. Can I go down here? This is a street view. It's on the other side of this. Let's see. Yeah, so this is where I was trying to get into, right? And I had to go all the way down. Like, look at this. There's nowhere to get in. So I walked all the way around the other side, all the way on this side. Let's see. Dude, that'd be insane, actually, if I could find the little gap that I crawled under. with my big ass backpack like a dumbass American. All the way over here, dude. Oh, shoot. I hope I'm able to find it. That would be so crazy. I don't think it was this far. No, it wasn't this far. Was it right here? Oh, shoot. Where was it? Maybe it was farther, actually. Oh, it was farther. Hold on. Maybe it's this way? Yeah, so I walked along. Oh, yeah, it was over here. So I walked like on this sidewalk thing because what I want to go is over here, right? It's in this area. So I'm trying to find a way to get in. It's all this barbed wire and shit. Walking. You're gonna know I'm not kidding when there's a little gap right here. Literally right here, dude. Right here is where I crawled underneath. This little thing. Wait, go back. Ah. Literally right here. How do I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Right there is where this dumbass big 220-pound American crawled underneath. I threw my backpack under there. It's actually funny I found this. I haven't looked at this since 2023. I didn't even know this is here. So I crawled under there, dude. Threw my backpack in there. And then walked across this big-ass parking lot all the way back over. So stupid. So stupid, dude. Let's see if I have any photos of... I'm so dumb, dude. Tokyo. Bummer. What year was that? I wonder if I can find that. It had to have been like car show. Let's look at that. Yeah, it was right here. So what year was this? August 20th, 2023. So if I go back, August 20th, 2023. Yeah, so all of these guys, I guess. Finally made it in. There's some cool cars in there. Lots of R34s, GTR, obviously the Skylines are sick. I love Skylines. Yeah, SV, insane. Newer GTR. You live and you learn. Yeah, there's another story that comes on after this. Yeah, it's a pretty city. The other story is for a different day, though. I was wearing... I actually don't remember what I was wearing. That's the bad thing about traveling solo is, like, a lot of times you don't get photos of yourself, which sucks. Oh, this right here, dude. You're not going to believe this. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But let me pause this music. So when I was leaving, and this is I'm not lying, okay? You can't make this up. I have the video. Can't make this up. When I was leaving, I went back the same way I came, And to do that, you have to like go across like big highway, like two big like interchange highways kind of thing. I had to like jump over them. So I left the same way I came in, and as soon as I went under the gate again, I hear all these crazy sirens. And then about 2 minutes later, I hear a helicopter, and it's like circling the area, like where I am. And so I'm like, shit, dog, is this for me? It probably wasn't, right? But in my mind, I'm like, dude, I don't want to go to jail for just sneaking into a car show. And so this whole way, right, that I ran, or that I walked to get here, I ran the whole way back, all this way, trucking it. Big old American me, because I had the cover of this stuff was what I was thinking. I was like booking it, right? Booking it. Ran. The sirens are circling in this, they're on this road right here. Right? Up here, this one right here, and it's like a cop car. And they're going through like right here, and every time I hear them like pass, I get even more like scared and freaked out. So I'm booking it, dude. All the way to right. Ooh, was it right here? There's a bus stop somewhere. On my journeys to get here, I found out that there was a bus stop. And so I ended up, I think it was right here. Yeah, right here. I think it's right here. This bus stop? Yeah, right here. I get to this bus stop. Still hear the sirens going crazy, and this is when I take the video. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Wait, hold on. And I get on the bus. I have my backpack. I change my shirt. I change my hat. And I go straight to the airport. Oh, I'm so stupid. I don't know if you can hear the helicopter. Can y'all hear that? You probably can hear it. Dude, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb, dude. And again, it probably wasn't from me. They're probably not looking for me. But at the time I thought they were. So, yeah. What an idiot. There was a cool story, though. It was a cool story. But anyways. Yeah. That was back in 2023, I guess, according to the photos. All right. Where are we, dude? What are we even doing right now? Okay, so it skipped this one. I think it should have... oh, it's right here. It should have deleted this. Unless it skipped it. Oh, it skipped it this time. That branch was exempt passing. Anything else? Roadside, are we good here? I think we're good. Can we test a API failure, like make it fail on purpose, and then so we get the self-healing aspect to see if it can get the relevant information, fix the bug, and then open a new pull request or merge into the feature branch that has the fix, and then we see the pass after that. Yeah, it was a good time though. That's insane. I was able to find the photo of the little gap. didn't think I was going to be able to. That was a long-winded answer of saying, yes, I have been to Japan before. I want to go back. I don't know if I can, though. What if I have a warrant out, dude? I don't even know. Again, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely that was for me. But, yeah. Have you ever been to Japan, Tolly? You were the one that originally asked. I started yapping about my story, dude. Yeah, no. Probably not. At the time, I was tripping balls. I thought it was. I wasn't willing to take any chances. Because if it was for me, they'd have nabbed me. I'm not that good. It took way too long also for me to get from the exit. Oh, shoot. I can't read Japanese, dude. I'm going to do this off screen because I don't know what... I feel like Kenny could be out of pocket sometimes. It could be like something I don't want. Something I would think was funny, but maybe YouTube wouldn't. You are not a suspect. Okay. It just says you are not a suspect. Yeah, I tend to agree. Because if I was, dude, they'd have nabbed me. For sure. I'm not that special. Yeah, I feel like you don't get all the messages from YouTube or something. I wrote about it. Oh, so like you'll make comments and stuff in here and I won't say anything about them maybe because they don't show up. Is that what you're saying? Probably. It does do that sometimes. It just removes messages. It might be a setting that I have on here that I don't know about. Oh, it does say community moderation. Oh, it does, yeah. So I didn't know this, but it has like moderation tools on here. Comments on new videos and posts, basic moderation. Hold potentially inappropriate comments. Interesting. I'll be turning that off after stream because I don't really care, to be honest. Messages. Oh wait, messages in your live chat, none. This is just on comments and stuff. I should add some basic blocked words in here though that I think that are offensive or whatever. If you view via the YouTube chat thing. Yeah, so I clicked on that. Let me see if I can pull it over here. So I clicked on this, community moderation. That's what I clicked on just a minute ago. And it pulled me up to that screen just a minute ago. But this is for, it's literally what I just showed you. But if I go back, I'm not going to do the infinite loop, but go back to maybe moderation activity. Oh, moderation activity will be shown. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about. Right? Is that what you're saying? If you view it via YouTube chat thing, you'll see it on the left, top left of chat. It shows up in chat. Wait, what are you saying? YouTube has this top chat and live chat thing. Maybe you are on the top chat. Yeah, I'm on the live chat. Top left of chat, there's this arrow that says top chat. Oh, I'm an idiot, dude. I'm regarded. Got it, live chat. Got it. So what's the difference? Some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Got it. Sick. I learned a YouTube thing today that I didn't know about. Huh. Sick. Well, now I'll probably be able to see stuff. Yeah, I'm not a streamer, dude. Up until 19 days ago, I'd never streamed a thing in my life. So, for what it's worth. All right, let's see what this is doing now. This shouldn't be, it should be another one. It should be PR25. Ooh. So, it came in here. Oh, wait. It was supposed to fail this one. Oh, wait. It was supposed to fail the API one, not this. I don't care if this fails. Oh, you idiot. I wanted to introduce an API failure, not a lint type check or test failure, because I want Railway to fail and then it pass the failure logs from Railway and CI back into the coding agent, and then it self-heal that API bug autonomously, and then merge that or push that into the feature branch, and then we should see it fix itself. What an idiot. That probably just cost me how many monies? How many monies do you think that cost me? I mean, it's not much, right? You need to make console log in code to see what fail. So I'm trying to do this like hands off, Passion. I'm trying to do this to where I don't have to look at the console, because I want to be able to vibe code in production, right? As close to production as possible. So the idea, I wrote it on like something the other day, Excalidraw. The idea is feature planning from an LLM, like your phone or something. Squares or rectangle is manual, diamond is automated. So I want to be able to create a spec doc, like, hey, create a new dashboard with XYZ elements that pulls XYZ data and has these filters on it. And then I want that to go off and code on its own and write the feature, write the unit test, write the end-to-end tests, internal documentation, public help docs, all that stuff. Commit and push to the feature branch, which is on GitHub, right? Once that's done, it'll run the unit tests, the end-to-end tests, backend deploy. Oh, dude, I can't type. Deployments. That got really ugly. It'll do back-end deployments, etc. If we get any errors in here, and Sentry, if we get any errors in here or any errors in Sentry from the end-to-end flows that are already set up, it passes those errors back to the coding agent. It fixes them. It commits to the feature branch. It runs all those tests again. Once everything passes in CI, basically all these little check marks have to pass. And then it notifies us that we're able to push to prod. First off, manually. And then once we do this probably like 20 features and it works, we'll do this to automate pushing to prod. Yeah, you save money if you see failures. Plus, most expensive asset is time. Well, the most expensive asset being time is kind of what we're trying to solve here, right? Because I don't want to babysit. I don't want to have to work in Claude Code anymore. I don't want to have to open, this side panel, whatever the coding stuff is, and like chat with Claude on how to. I don't want to have to chat with Claude to help me debug why the feature I ask it to write isn't working. I want it to do it by itself. Time is exactly why you would do self-healing, so it takes you out of the picture. Exactly. Yeah, that's the whole point. The whole point of the loop, the feedback loop right here, is that I'm out of the picture, right? And I think we're getting close. But your environment has to be set up to where every error, every source where an error could occur is fed back in to the LLM with context on what the feature is, what failed, where it failed, all that stuff, so they can self-heal. Because otherwise, if you're truly vibe coding, right, you're not really worried about what type of code is being written. This is an exploration. Like it's just like an experiment, basically. I've coded stuff like full applications, full production level applications by hand before AI. But I want to see if we can like truly vibe code, not really know what's going on under the hood. Yes. This. Merge railway. Yes, I just said yes. Submit. I want to see if it's possible, right? I want to see if I can vibe code in production, if I don't have to babysit this, and I'm sure at some point there will be an unfixable bug where it just gets in this nasty feedback loop and it can't fix it. But that's the beauty of this, is it stops after 3 times, right? This whole loop happens 3 times. I wish I could do like a, can I, no? Bummer. Do this guy 3 times. And then if it doesn't, it exits and notifies us somewhere where it's like, hey, I can't fix this bug. You're going to have to tend to it yourself. This is what happened. This is what we tried, et cetera, right? Notify me in Slack. DM me on Discord, even though I don't really use Discord. Text me. I don't know, something. So that's the vision, though. Passion. And Alexander, you're right. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. The beauty about building from scratch is you have every opportunity to do this off the rip, right? The problem with a lot of these big enterprise level companies is like their systems are so detached and separated. It's hard to get all the context, even if they wanted to, right? Not saying they even want to vibe code in production, because it is scary, right? It's a scary idea. It's a scary concept, but I don't know, breakthrough technology is always scary to begin with. But even so, these big companies, it's hard to get data, the relevant data back in. Yeah, it's hard to get the relevant data back in. So, but that's why we're using this stack, right? That's why we're using all this stuff. Sentry error logs will be next, wherever that is. So we're doing railway right now. We're doing railway error logs. Next we'll do Sentry error logs to pass back in, same way we're doing it right now. And so it'll be some sort of, yeah, thank you. It'll be some sort of data transport to get it back in. Tolly, did you used to live stream or something? Like, how'd you know that live chat existed? Or does it show it like that on the user side too? Because I'm viewing as the creator, but maybe it looks different. I don't know. Actually, do not know. PR24. PR24 is gone, I thought. No way. Dude, what's your Instagram or whatever? Well, what? Or were you on? I guess I never looked at. Oh yeah, dude, you have like 40,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I guess I never looked at your YouTube. Oh, you were a gamer? Like a gaming streamer? What worked for me is I host DigitalOcean, and they have a CLI that Claude can ask anything about errors and deployments, and it will fix it with everything without me. That's dope, dude. That's sick. That's a good idea. I guess I should have had some context clues, Tolly, because your name literally says Tolly Live. I guess I'm regarded like that. $15K on Twitch. That's dope, dude. Yeah, I just saw your other one too. Because I think it's linked on the bottom of the other YouTube channel. Dude, PUBG, I used to play PUBG. Probably about the same time you did, 8 years ago. 8 years ago was 2018, yeah. I played PUBG about 8 years ago too. I think that's when it like first came out, 2017, 2018, something like that. It was so fun. So hard though. Very, very difficult. It was very difficult, and there was so many people that were just goated. Okay. So this should fail. on purpose. That's when you were in Moscow? So cool, dude. You gotta win and quit. It's true. Bro, wins in PUBG were so hard to come by. People were just so good. It was insane. Hopefully, it should create another one, but then delete it afterwards. If it doesn't, I need it to. Okay, did this fail on purpose? Let's see if it failed on purpose. Throw away healths, throw health check fails, preview and CI. I don't think it did. We'll see though. Why'd you stop streaming in general though? Any reason? Probably life, dude. Life got real. Life is hard. Streaming is fun. I don't know. I mean, I'm only 19 days in, but I like streaming, dude. It's a good time. I could see myself streaming every day for the next year. Why not? I didn't give myself a goal for how many consecutive days I want to do, because the last time I did that with posting content on like Instagram or whatever, I said I wanted to do it every day for like 90 days or something, and I did it in like 90 days, and in like the 90th day I stopped, and I just couldn't get started again for whatever reason. Felt like I was catering a little to little kids, and algorithm mess with my head. I get that, dude. I get that. Yeah, I get that, dude. Okay, so this should have kicked off. Let's wait a minute and see if this is going to kick off another something under the hood. I need to fix this. I thought I already did, but 7 to 8 hours a day with kids and trolls was yeah, I get that. I only streamed for like 2.5 hours max. Well, I did like 3 hours one time, but mostly I stream until I fix whatever it is or build whatever it is that I set out to build at the beginning, and then once I'm done, I'm done. And so I can imagine streaming 7 to 10 hours a day. Okay, so it did do it. Right? Claude attempt 1. It tried to fix it. Let's see. Ooh, this is actually really good, because I was going to copy and paste this error in there. Whatever error it was just a minute ago. So let's see what it does. So it should actually fix the first real error first, and then fix the second one next. So I was working on myself mostly at that time. Got into a bunch of debt, got out of it, made some money with crypto, learned to code, and now I'm broke again using my skills as a creator and dev. At least you got out of debt the first time, dude. Debt is crippling. It's so hard to get out of. And I remember you pulling up in chat like last week at some point and saying you made didn't you make a ton of money in the NFTs and the shit? I want to say I was talking to you about that and how I lost an ungodly amount of money. I think that was you. So you said you want to live in Tel Aviv. Where do you live in Israel now? I think you told me that too. I think you told me that, but I wasn't familiar with the city that you lived in. What was the most money you made on a single NFT play? Ooh, did this actually... Well, it didn't... It's not running... It's not running... Yeah, you told me that. That's crazy. So pretty, dude. What is that? That looks wild. D-Gods? Dude, that's insane. 150K, bro? What year was that? That was probably like 2022, right? I think it was like 2022 and NFTs were crack-a-lackin'. I don't know why. Check if I can see peak prices for like any of these. Seasons, no. Attributes, no. Shop. Basics, coming soon. Drops, coming soon. Oh, that's merch. Highlights, maybe? No. Oh, it wouldn't be in here? Okay. D-Gods NFT floor price chart. That's the floor, though. Max. Oh my god. So can I do USD? I don't know what this is right now. Where's USD? So like you made money like right here in this era? How did you make $150,000, dude? How do I change it to USD? I don't... Oh, there we go. It's insane. Crazy, dude. So did you know, you probably know this because you seem like a pretty intelligent guy. When they created NFTs, it's software. Software created all this. Okay. Nice. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then like they would make it to where some of the attributes were more rare than others. And they made like 2 million. Yeah, exactly. I I talked to a guy about doing our own project when I figured that out. Um, and literally, right as we were about to start the art part of it, he got a divorce, and like it threw him out. It like made him lose all hope and whatever. So we never did it, which is unfortunate, but. Okay. I mean, only 60K. That's still a lot of money. Okay. Oh, you refunded it. Well, that's honorable of you. Very integrous. Because you could have just dipped. It's not what I would do, but yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's cool, bro. See, those are good stories too, bro. Like you were part of that. Like you'd be able to tell your kids that one day. I don't know if you have kids or not, but that there was this crazy thing where people were buying digital art for like millions. I want to say Logan Paul bought one for like 3 mil and now it's worth nothing. And everyone was like, NFTs are the new thing. NFTs are the new thing. It's the new technology. It's the new internet. Yeah. The only money I made on shitcoins was actually one called Fuck Elon. And I made like $8,000 on it. But other than that, I didn't win much. I didn't lose much. I lost all my money in options and futures. Good times, boys. Yeah. Yes. I lost so much money, dude. It was during the GME AMC thing. And I was short. And I was leveraged. It was bad. I was a day early. I was 1 day early. So it had that massive run up, right? I actually didn't short AMC or GME. I shorted BlackBerry because I was like, dude, this is a shit company. Like they don't even make phones anymore. Like they were at $4. I want to say they were at $4 or something like that. And the day I shorted, it was in the eights or nines, I want to say. And I was like, okay, it had a massive run up all day. And I shorted it. And I shorted it on a Friday afternoon. Bad idea. And by the end of the day on Friday, I was up like $2,500. And so I was like, okay, well, worst comes to worst, on Monday, maybe it grinds up a little bit, maybe it opens a little higher, but I'll still hang on. And by the end of Friday's close, like after hours, I was down 1,000 already. It came all the way back up. It like melted up, and I was down 1,000. And right before the closing bell, I was like, should I close this? And I was like, right before after hours trading ended at, I think it's 7 o'clock p.m. I was like, should I close this? And I was like, nah, I'll just hold it. It's worth it. And then Monday morning rolls around, and it was up to like 22, 24 from 8. So like almost 3x of what I shorted. And I shorted with leverage. And it closed me, I shit you not, 20 cents from the high. My broker closed me out with a massive, massive loss, obviously. And they closed me 20 cents from the high. And ever since that high, it never made another high again. Just infinite downtrend. So I shorted one day early. So retarded. Yeah, but I lost a lot of money. To be honest, I read some really good books on trading and started trading crypto. I made $20K on ADA and a bit on Bitcoin, reinvested into the NFT craze. Of course, I lost some, not only one, especially when I had more bankroll. Yeah. And then I just burned it all in a few years with no income. Yeah, that's the hard part, is like, you'll lose some too, which is no big deal. But then, your bankroll gets bigger. You start taking bigger trades because you're trying to maximize, right? You're trying to make a couple mil. But not everyone gets lucky. This was supposed to fail. It's got to delete this too, dude. I can't have these infinite environments. No. Hell no. Can I delete this? Got into poker for a while. Dude, if you look at my YouTube For You page or whatever, probably first one's going to be poker. Oh. I guess I haven't watched it in a while. Well, yeah, I guess I haven't watched it in a couple days or whatever, but usually I have poker on here somewhere. I like watching Hustler Casino live. Yeah, I like watching Hustler Casino live. Wait, what is that? Keep IGN? What is that? Keep. Got into poker. That made me want to learn multi-table so I can play like 12 tables of poker at the same time. That translates well to agent game. Have a bunch of agents keeping mental notes. Oh. I did. The old guy? Kill Tony? You talking about Kill Tony? The older guy, he was like kind of bipolar. I think that's what you're talking about, probably. Done. Closed branch deleted. Yeah. I mean, he was funny, don't get me wrong. But I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think he's too, cause like to be a big comedian and like make it, you have to be a businessman too. Like you have to know social media. You have to know kind of how the world works, the business world works. And I just don't see him doing that. But yes, he was very funny. During the interview portion, I kept wanting him to like say something. He would say something like semi-offensive or semi-dumb or whatever. And because he knew he was bipolar, I kept wanting him to say like, "Oh, sorry, that was the other me." It'd be so funny if he did that. He'd like say some racist joke, you know, say like the N-word, let's just say. He's like, "Oh, sorry, that was the other me. Don't mind me. Don't mind him," or whatever. So funny, dude. I was even thinking like, dude, what if you know, like Timmy No Breaks, how he's like this completely other character from Queens or something like that, and it's like not him at all. You could do that and make everyone believe genuinely that you are bipolar, even though you know you're not, and make all these crazy jokes and just be like, you know, tastefully, obviously. You could go back and be like, "Oh shit, dog, that was the other me. Don't bother." It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny. Yeah, he really did. And he's the kind of guy that I'm talking about, right? Where it's like, he's funny. He doesn't have any jokes, really. But he's a funny guy. But he knows social media and he knows business really well. And so he's running up the tab, dude. He's making a good run. Hanging out with all the big guys now. I'm so sick. Okay. Yeah, exactly. He was in marketing before, so he knows all that stuff. Yeah, I think so too. Because even me, like I love comedy, right? It's funny. But even me, I'm kind of over him not telling jokes, not being, you know, not telling proper jokes with a punchline and stuff like that. He's more acting, which is great, right? That's kind of what, you know, Kevin Hart started off with jokes, but now he's more acting funny, and I just don't think he's funny anymore. But yeah. I did see his roast. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I thought Shane Gillis was honestly one of the best, even though his was like just quick couple liners. But he murdered some people, dude. So funny. His was good. Tony's was pretty good. Everyone dogged on Chelsea Handler, which I didn't even know who she was before that show, honestly. He's so funny, dude. Shane is actually funny. He's quick, too. He's quick like Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is so quick with, like, puns or pop culture knowledge that turns into humor or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, some of them it did feel like they wrote them. Honestly, Kevin, yeah, exactly. Honestly, Kevin's was the least funny. And he was like, I'm about to roast y'all. He was like hyping himself up. And then like with the kill shots and stuff, and like his kill shot jokes, punchlines weren't even funny. Like saying that The Rock has AIDS, like that's just because you say someone has AIDS because he's skinnier than he used to be doesn't mean it's funny. I don't know. Yeah, his was super cringe. I agree. Okay, are there any open PRs? Yeah, I was curious about that too, because like none of them got roasted. They were just chilling there. They're just sitting there doing nothing. I don't know. It's like, it was weird. I guess it was just to make the stage look more full. An appearance thing. A-Train from oh really? I didn't see him up there. I was sad. I was sad when he died, and well, spoiler alert. Dang. If anyone hasn't watched the final season of The Boys, you're a little late, and maybe cover your ears. But I was sad when A-Train died. Maybe it's his friends that didn't want to get roasted. Oh, maybe so. Maybe. I feel like it was a good ending for the most part. I mean, it wasn't like how I would have wrote the ending, but I feel like the final season, final episode was pretty good. Have you seen it? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he was the only guy. This is my opinion on that. He was the only guy. He was the only guy that changed from bad. Like one of the only guys that changed from bad to good. Truly. And I feel like they should have let him live. Everyone else was like hardhead. Felt like it was more personal, anti-Republican, and not to make the ending good, but I don't know. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't. I understand because it was in character. Like it was exactly what people were thinking with Homelander, right? When he got his power stripped and he was acting like a literal baby. But I wish they wouldn't have made him act like a literal baby. I don't know. It was just, I just didn't like that acting or whatever. Felt like it was more personal and can't get over. What's her face? Don't know why she did that. Wait, what do you mean? What did she do? I can't, I'm not tracking. Oh yeah, she was like first season, dude. She was so cute. She was super cute, and then she did all that stuff to her face, and it's like, bro, you were fine before. What's her name? Annie January. Very cute name, also. Overview. Yeah, this is season 1. I mean, very pretty, right? Very pretty. I mean, like a little chubby around the cheeks, right? I get that, a little chubby, but like very pretty. And then this, no. Like she looks, her eyes are like sunk in. Yeah, she was prettier before. So cute. Not cute. Obviously, this is a bad photo, but yeah. Yeah. She was probably self-conscious about this right here, right? This whole piece. Because it is a bit, I mean, it makes her face look wide. I get it. But, I don't know. So cute. This is a little bit better of a picture. But I still think this is cuter. Yeah, there are very bad ones. Yeah, this is so cute, dude. Yeah. Let's go back in here. Why isn't this? Oh, really? This is probably now. she make them smaller? Oh no, this is new. She made them bigger, I think. Let's say, why would you do that? That's silly. Yeah. Wait, what is that? Oh. I didn't know she did a boob job. Still can't believe this, dude. It's insane. I need this to start passing. It's annoying me. Neon branch. I deleted this already. She has nice banners. Wait, what do you mean banners? What is that? Oh, yeah, if you have like big honkers, dude. Big old knockers, I get that. I know someone who did that too, but they were like massive. Yeah, I agree, Hyper. After the surgery, she was so cute before. Like, I may or may not have had a little crush on her. So did everyone, though. What am I saying? Also, what is your channel, dude? Hyper, what is this? You got some sort of app going on, dude? Hell yeah, bro. Don't pull up in the chat and think we're not gonna go look at your stuff, dude. What is this? Look at you go, bro. Hyper trying to be sneaky and shit. Where'd my chat go? Hello? Hello? Mom? There we go. Yeah, what do you think you're doing trying to hide your application from us, dude? Hyper voice? How it works. Custom hotkey from anywhere. Push to talk. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. This is sick. Only desktop dictation tool with GPU acceleration on Windows and Linux. Competitors run CPU only. Ooh, interesting. I actually didn't know this. I actually love that about Claude's. That you can see the text in real time. I was actually thinking about doing that with mine, but I don't want to work on that right now. Bring your own key, open pricing. Bring your own API key for 0 markup, or use our cloud from $667 a month, the most affordable pro tier. 99 languages. That's dope. That's so sick, dude. I'm on a Mac, or else I would download it. Very cool, dude. Very cool. Oh, it's true. No one really offers lifetime. And especially if you bring your own key, like, it doesn't cost you anything. So you're basically selling like a little digital product. Very cool, dude. Very cool. Where are we? I need to fix this neon thing real quick, because it pisses me off that it's still doing that, because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I removed the integration. Launch Soku Web. Instant database branching with every preview deployment. Yeah, but the problem is, yeah, exactly. Let me open a new Claude session actually. Yeah, dude, good luck, bro. It's like marketing is the most important piece, so just get it out there. There's an issue in my deployments where the Launch Soku web won't pass CI because it's connected to Neon, and Neon's creating a new branch every time we push, and I'm hitting the Neon branch limits. I removed the Vercel integration from Neon already, but it added it back in, so I think it's in one of our deployment YAML files. If that is in there, I need you to remove it, and so it doesn't create a new Neon branch every push in Vercel. I'm probably going to embark on that side quest tomorrow. To make it paste every word as I say it, instead of one big block. It'd be kind of cool. I want to remove this. Open settings. Disconnect. Yes. Go away. Let's remove this too. Let's see what happens, because I don't really care. I don't really care right now. If I need to add it back, I can, but let's rerun. Is this running right now? View details. Did it again. I guess we can skip for now. Skip it. Whatever. I just don't want this to show up as yellow anymore. 2 skipped. 7 passed. Okay, sick. Sick. Yeah, I have one Mac, 2 monitors. I think it's like a 36-inch. And I'm using like this much of it for stream, and I have like a little area over here on the same monitor for like other miscellaneous stuff. And then I have a vertical monitor over here that I like look at other stuff on, like browser. Mac is the M3. Yeah, oh, M1. I thought it was M3. M1 32, but I'm in the market for a new one. So I was just pricing out. It probably still is still here. Is it still in my cart? Yeah. So I want this one. Basically just maxed out. Basically just maxed out. So 128 unified memory. It's just so much money. It's just expensive. Like, I make decent money, but 5K is a whole stack, dude. 5K is a stack. Yeah, RAM has always been my constraint. Yeah, so expensive, dude. When we make it, bro, when we make it and 5K is nothing, we're making 5K a day. How much is 5K a day times? Let's say, well, 5 times 52. Let's just say we're making 5K every weekday. Yeah, 1.3 mil. I could do that. I could live on that, yeah? I think I could live on 1.3 mil. Save 3/4 of it until I get to 20 mil. What is this? Divided by, times point 0.75. Save 900. Do that. 20 mil divided by, yeah, just 20 years. All right, what am I doing, dude? Literally, what am I doing right now? I think we've mission accomplished. I want to run it one more time to verify for reals. All right. I want you to do one more smoke test with a failing Railway API error. I want you to introduce the error on purpose so that it fails intentionally. I don't want you to give the agent any context to what the bug is. I want it to be like kind of clueless on what the bug is. It should know how to fix it on its own. Because that's the whole goal of this. The error should come, it should fail in CI. The error should be then fed back like we want it to, and then it should self-fix. But yeah, I want to do one more smoke test before I'm convinced that this is working correctly. Yeah, command spacebar for the spotlight search, and then you just do numbers and like your regular arithmetic operations. So 30 plus 30. It's like the quickest way to do it. I use this a lot, actually. So if I want to make 500K a year, and I make $5 an hour, how many hours do I need to work to get there? Wait, what is that actually? I want to make 500,000 divided by 5. It's 100,000 hours, right? Is that right? So I have to work 100,000 hours. And then there's 24 hours in the day divided by, so I want to make 500K a year divided by 24. So I have to work 4,166 days a year to make 500K a year. I think that's doable, right, boys? I think we can make it there. I can work all day long, dude. I'll work 4,166 days in a year. That's light work. How many years is that? Divided by 365. That's 11 years. Spin up 10 Claudes? Yeah, dude. 11 years. Is that math right? I think that math is mathing. $11 years, dude. It's crazy. All right. Let's see how this is doing. Let's see if it opens. Also, I meant to look at this because I've been using it a lot recently. Settings, usage. I need my API usage though. Not too bad. Up 50, I never use the API, dude. Up 59,000%. Token maxing. Hell yeah. Usage. The API is so expensive compared to the CLI. I must not have accepted that deal. That would have been nice. Yeah, I don't think I accepted that deal. No, and that's insane. Are you serious? That's crazy. Oh, I guess I did get the credit grant. I only got $21 though. April 21st, I got a credit grant. August 2nd, I got a credit grant. Yeah, I don't know. API keys. Let's see how much this one used. Yeah, 124. Total token cost. Yeah. All right, let's go back into GitHub. Pull requests. None open. What? That don't make no sense. So nice to use the fast ones though. I'm looking at the tasks that take up an hour, and I think, damn, in 20 minutes it could have been done. With the smaller ones, yeah. It just depends on how complex it is, right? Like what you're trying to solve for. Like coding, I feel like coding, I always want to use. I always want to use the best model for anything coding. All right, so I swear to God, this one better. This better pass and not do that tomfoolery again. And this one needs to fail. So this should pass. I swear to God, dude, if this doesn't. If this does that neon thing again, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, it's still working. So this should fail. And then probably like 3 or 4 minutes later, nice. Hells yeah. Okay, sick, and I fixed this too. Let's go here and see what happened. I don't like that it's this bug though. Like, this is the same bug as last time. It's not the bug that I was trying to introduce. PR 28 deployments, building image, deploy logs, build logs, details. Is this record time in stream? Where? Oh, record time? I think so. Like record duration? Yeah, I think it is. 338, 328 looks like. It kind of flew by, to be honest, because you boys are keeping me company. To be honest, build logs. This should be failing in here. That's the whole point. This shouldn't be failing right here. Fail with railway deployment context. It's probably true, dude. It's probably true. Like I probably could have between the Tokyo story and talking about April or whatever her name was, Annie January's tits, and then talking about going to visit other countries and shit. I probably could have done this in about an hour. Yap Master Supreme. I tried streaming while working and felt like I got way less done, to be honest. The beige. Oh, the bridge mine dude doesn't look at chat and works. Oh, okay. I got you. I don't know. It's like, I'm just hanging out, dude. Hanging out, having a good time. I mean, but he's, as far as like monetarily, apparently he's doing something right? Like, if he's at like 150k MRR or ARR, that's great money, right? I mean, for just sitting down, yapping on screen, building cool stuff. Well, I think I don't know if it's a bad idea, but I wonder if it'll get replaced soon. Like, I wonder if people will realize it's not 200k. Dang. I wonder if people will realize that it's not a tool worth paying for. And I wonder when the big dogs will start rolling out that kind of functionality innately, which I think some already have, actually. Right? So like Claude Code just released the voice thing. It has like multi-agent stuff. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, the money he makes is from Bridge Mind, whichever one it's called. I don't know. He's like going all in on the bridge thing, which is, I guess, good. Bridge Mind, Bridge Voice, Bridge Bench, Bridge Code. I don't know. I mean, but he's making money, so good for him, dude. I won't hate on anyone, to be honest, unless they're shitbags. I got nothing bad to say about people. I just wonder if it's like, if it'll last. I may have missed your answer, but I have used Claude Code to connect to GitHub and Vercel and manage it to fix my pipeline build settings itself. Did you try that? Yeah, I've done that before, but I'm trying to make this one whole system. But I've done that before. My knee, dude. Okay, let's see. Which ones failed this time? Okay, well it passed this time, so maybe it's getting the context in there. I thought that the error in this would be more robust, but maybe it's getting oh shoot, come here. It's not that one. It deleted it already. Bummer. I can't see it because it deleted it. Which is a good thing. It's what I wanted it to do. So for reference, it's creating a PR environment, creating the deployment, running the build. I gotta delete this one actually. Catching the errors, passing them back in there. When it fixes it, then it deletes it, which is actually kind of slick. I had a really bad motorcycle accident, hyper, about 6 months ago. I'm actually super lucky to be here, just like awake in general. It was a bad day. Bad day for me. Yeah. Totaled my super bike. The bike actually doesn't look bad. Like from the photos, it was a pretty bad wreck. This is my bike though, before. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky guy. I don't know, dude. Good shit just happens to me all the time. At least that's what I tell myself. Good shit just happens to me. Even when bad shit happens, dude, the bad shit's better than some people's bad shit. I heard this quote the other day. What was the quote? You don't know what the bad luck that happened to you prevented you from having worse luck. Or something like that. So it's basically like even the bad shit that happens to you could be better than worse shit that could have happened to you. So it's like always count your blessings, basically. Even counting your curses as blessings, like that. Like, you know, I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. I ruptured my patellar tendon. I couldn't walk for like on my own for like a month. I lost all the muscles in my left leg. Like the atrophy was crazy. Asians believe that luck is like a skill you were born with, like in video games. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad, but you plus any other object isn't fun. Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. Yeah, the photo of the bike doesn't really do it justice, but the bike was totaled. Insurance gave me a payout. Thankfully I had insurance. Look up the maybe story. The maybe story. Oh, interesting. Yeah, atrophy is crazy, and yeah. So, and most times it can't recover enough to be as it was before. Yeah, so it's been like 6 months. Let me try and find the worst photo. See if I can find it. So bad. Might not be on this device. It's so gross, dude. I don't even know if I can show you guys this. Dude, can I just zoom in, please? Why can't? What? Oh, wait. Was that it? Oh, here's one. Wait, let me get the other one. Yeah. Like, so much smaller, dude. That's crazy, right? Oh, I'm gonna go back to it, Tolly. I got distracted, though. Yeah, it's crazy, though. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away. That evening, all of his neighbors came around to commiserate. They said, "We're sorry to hear your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." Oh, I have heard this. Yeah. The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back, bringing 7 wild horses with it. In the evening, and nobody came back, and everyone came back and said, "Oh, isn't that lucky? What a great turn of events. You now have 8 horses." The farmer again said, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to break one of those horses while riding it. He was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbors then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad." And the farmer responded, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers came around to conscript the people into the army, and then rejected his son because he had a broken leg. Again, all the neighbors came around and said, isn't that great?" Again, he said, "Maybe." The whole process of nature is an integrated process of immense complexity, and it's really impossible to tell whether anything that happens in it is good or bad, because you never know what will be the consequences of the misfortune, or you never know what will be the consequences of good fortune. Yeah, exactly. You never know what good things cause bad shit to happen, and what bad things cause good shit to happen. There's only been one event in my life that I genuinely can't see the good that came out of it. And it's kind of connected to the motorcycle accident. I don't want to talk about it on stream, to be honest. Or at all. Maybe I will one day, but yeah. That's a lot. Did you fully recover? I have a lot of my strength back. This was like 7 months ago. I have a lot of my strength back. But the size is still pretty off. Let me see. So this was, obviously my shorts are a little bit longer, so you can't really see too much, but this was yesterday. So it looks decent. It's not as bad. It's still not the same size, but it's getting close. Got some cool, cute little scars right here. But yeah, it's not too bad. By the way, I started working out yesterday. You inspired me too, man. I hope I'll stick to it. Dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, because like guys like us, builders, like we can stay in front of our computers for hours and you don't really realize how much it affects your health, longevity, even. Yeah, so like that's sick, dude. I would say do what you can when you can, and like don't stress yourself out, because you don't want to hate like a new habit that you're getting into. Like you don't want to hate doing it off the rip. So like do what's comfortable for you. I feel like obviously push hard and like don't go and waste your time, but like don't kill yourself every workout, right? Make it enjoyable enough to where you don't want to quit, and hard enough to where you're not wasting your time. That's what I would say. But that's sick, dude. I'm glad you're getting in the gym. I try to go to the gym like 4 days a week minimum. And on productive weeks, I'll go like 5 to 6, but I would say most weeks are like 4. I don't intentionally not go. It's just like it gets busy. Life gets in the way and stuff like that. So true. During COVID and afterwards, I worked from home about 5 years and went to the shops once a week, and then only walked to the bathroom every now and then. No exercise. And my Achilles, it got cut off. One more message to come, I suppose. And your Achilles, the suspense is raging right now. And your Achilles just kind of died, as well as the tendons above my knee. So sore, I haven't recovered. Too much sitting, no exercise is way worse than overeating. Yeah, dude. You gotta keep the joints lubricated, and to do that, you gotta move them. I walk a lot, to be honest, so I'm moving around. When we were in Japan, I did like 25,000 steps every day. That's crazy. That's a lot of steps, dude. Because that's like 10 miles, I want to say. Right around like 11 miles. 25,000 steps. Yeah, 11 miles. 11 to 13. 20 kilometers. That's nuts. That's a good day. Honestly, though, there's something about walking, like especially outdoors. I hate walking on the treadmill, but like if it's a nice day outside, even like a little overcast, I like going on long walks. But yeah. Well, we have like the agent loop working. We have all of our pipelines passing. All our deployment pipeline, like the CI. Look at this closed one, the most recent one. Delineating between Claude and Codex. This one broke, so we can go look at this deployment right here. Oh, shoot. Checks. Where did it go? I hate when it does that. Yeah. I don't know where it went, but But yeah, I think we're super close. I think I might, well, tomorrow's Sentry, getting Sentry error logs into here. I already have stuff set up. So if and when they do get in here, I'll know. And so I just have to send it out. I'll just have to create a pipeline run to get these from Sentry back into the agent. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then the next thing after that will be post hog. And then after that, I think we're kind of done with the boilerplate. And then we can start actually coding features for like our SaaS application, which is kind of exciting, and doing it agentic, hopefully doing it agentically, where we could do it agentically where I could potentially be hands off. That's the goal, at least. So I've started playing tennis 3 times a week, 4 times with League, and it helps so much, but difficult to recover from just doing nothing. Yeah, that's cool, dude. Tennis, I've actually always wanted to play tennis. I play pickleball every once in a while, but I haven't. Tennis is more skilled than pickleball. Pickleball, you just like pick it up, can be pretty competitive if you're semi-athletic, but tennis is like there's lots of technique. Yeah, but you have to do something or anything. I went to check on the app. Yeah, the first 2 days closer to 28 than 20 to 25 each day. That's insane. Oh, like your walking app. 28,000 steps. Oh, 28,000 kilometers, you mean? Yeah. I've actually built my own error logging, and I can point Claude Code to it and fix automatically. It's free. Sentry doesn't provide anything anymore than we can't do ourselves. I might have to get your insights on that, dude. Because it's basically just error data warehousing. Padel? Oh, paddleball. A pickleball. Is that what you're saying? Wait, what is padel? What is that? Is this the same thing as pickleball? Oh, okay. It's like in a cage or something? Interesting. It's like kind of like tennis. It's like in between tennis and pickleball. That's cool. Random question. Let me see if I can find his Instagram. Not that you would know every South African. My God, dude. This is one of my friends here in Dallas. Dude. He is an absolute monster. Look at this. Can you imagine seeing this big bitch running towards you, dude? Look at those freaking quads. That's a big bitch right there, dude. God damn. Damn. I gotta text him and tell him No. He's not natty. No, he's on all of it. And he's open about it too. He's open about it too, though. Muscles, not meaning power. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Muscles not meaning power. Look at, yeah. Oh, no way. That's funny. Wait, is passion from Russia? Are you Russian, Passion? Uh-oh, I think he must be Russian, dude. What? That's crazy. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, so what? Well, where are you from, Passion? Oh, Latvia? That's cool, dude. That's so sick, actually. Oh, I think you did say that you lived in... Oh, wait, no, I don't think you did, actually. All right, boys. I'm going to call it a day, a night. It's 2:40. It was a productive day, though. Productive little coding session, getting all that in there. You're playing hockey in the world champ? No way. That's insane. Yeah, I'm going to bounce. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a good rest of the day or rest of the evening where y'all are from. I appreciate y'all hanging out as always. Always a good time. Thanks for helping me get through this session, chatting it up. Hey, nice to meet you too, buddy.